Hello everyone and welcome back to J1 Aviation. So today is a session on scenario training for private pilots. So the scenario that we're talking about today is this one. So what happens if you are approaching a non-towered airport and there are other aircraft in the pattern and they are departing and landing with a tailwind? So maybe it's just a case where like an aircraft is shooting an instrument approach and everyone's fitting into that. Or maybe you know there's only one aircraft in the pattern and they're doing just touch and goes with the tailwind. So what do? You get in line and land with a tailwind also? Or do you try to work yourself in and then land, opposite the traffic flow and land with a headwind as you were taught? So what would you do in this case? So I think the key in this situation is to get on the radio and just confirm the traffic flow at the airport, is landing with the tailwind. So we're always trained, for clear and concise phraseology on the radio. But I think sometimes you just need to have a conversation on the radio and try to work things out, if it's something seems a little bit out of the ordinary. Don't be afraid to ask an aircraft landing with a tailwind a question. Maybe there's a good reason for them doing this, or, maybe they're just a bad pilot. So if it's the first case, then, you can consider if landing with a tailwind at that airport is the right decision for you or not. And of course, if it's just bad piloting on their part, maybe you want to wait until they are finished and then just land in the direction that you feel most comfortable. Make sure you clearly announce your intentions on the radio so any other traffic listening on the frequency is aware that you are setting up for landing in the opposite direction that other people are on, just so everyone's on the same page. Now, that being said, as a blanket statement, landing with a small tailwind isn't the end of the world. Some airports have preferred configurations for various reasons that, landing with a tailwind might be the preferred setup up to a certain, threshold. But remember, your landing performance affects if you decide to land with a tailwind. So there you go. If you had any other thoughts on the scenario, I'd love to hear them in the comments. So maybe you have tailwinds in cruise and may you have headwinds on takeoff and landings. So thanks everyone for watching today. We'll hope you join us on a future flight, and thanks for flying J1 Aviation.